How are we all doing?
Give praise to Sunini.
All praises to Can we all praises?
All praise to Sunini.
All praises.
All praise to Sunini.
All praises. Alright, all praises to Sunini, Nanini, Samantha. Okay? Alright, all praises. So our Samba lesson for this feast is titled Wonders of Sunini's Creation, Earth's Dimension, on this Samba lesson, on the Feast of Tabernacles. Genesis 1 verse 9. And let the mighty men begin to sound. Most people believe that the earth is circle. What we want to do in the Samba lesson is to debunk that, because the Bantus are given the power, the dominion of the wisdom of the heavens and the earth, to bring forth the laws, as the scripture says in Ecclesiasticus 17 verse 4 to 6. We are given 7 operations of the Most High's essence. That's why the scripture says that in Genesis 1:26, let's create man in our image. Image is the structure which represents the statue. You know, when you see a statue, what does the statue look like? The statue represents the structure of the original person. You understand what I'm saying? Like you now, you don't want to make a statue of you. They will carve you so that someone who doesn't know you before, when you were alive, and is living in a distant generation, can have a perception of who you look like, what you look like. That's what statue is, and that's an image. When you make an image of something, you are giving the audience, to have a view of the resemblance of things, of what you want them to see or perceive of that thing you are explaining, the subject and the predicate, or the subject and the second person that is similar to the subject, or which is what the word is called carbon copy or express image. You say express image means something identical. So that's what an image is. So let's make man in our image. You understand? That is the statue. So when Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha text, Apocrypha means hidden. That's the Greek way of saying hidden. So when the scripture says that we are given 7 use of the Most High's essence, some of the essence is wisdom, knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? You have the mouth, you have the other sensory organs, you have understanding. You understand what I'm saying? We are given this power to be able to do what? To explain our essence here. Most people don't know the reason why they are here. Most people don't know the reason why they are here. That's what they don't know. They think that all that we are here is to get money. That's the misconception. If you don't know the law that governs a land, and you do something against it, it will be against you. Use your common sense. You cannot work. You say I want to work in a company, right? What's the purpose of you working in the company? To enjoy the benefit in the company, right? For your own self-want. But if you don't follow the rules of the company, can you enjoy the benefit of the company? Will you not be troubled on a daily basis? Won't you receive query? Won't you receive punishment? And the better, won't you be sacked? Now, if people understand this, if people can get this knowledge carnally, they should apply the same thing spiritually. This skin that we are wearing is powerful. Most people don't know that. It's not just ordinary. It's powerful. It's a reflection of yourself inwardly, your spirit inwardly. So people think that the reason why they are here is just making money. How can you make money when you don't follow the rules and the principle given by the person that put you here or that employed you in this place? Because we are all employed here. If you don't follow the law given to you if you don't follow it, even you have to first of all know it. You have to, if you want to work in a company, won't you do research about the company? Won't you do deep research? Why are you doing the research? Because you know that during the interview you'll be questioned about the company, right? Because why you are going through all those stress to know about the company and all that stuff is so that the company will accept you in its domain, right? And you receive the benefit like maybe salary or wages or whatever that you are getting from the company, right? How come people do all these things? How do people have knowledge to do all those things? Where is that knowledge coming from? You see, that knowledge is coming from the essence that Ecclesiasticus 17 4 to 6 is saying. The highest created us in his image, the statue, then his likeness. The likeness is that power of what he has. He gave us some of it. You understand what I'm saying? Which is knowledge, which is wisdom. That's why we do the thing, we reason, like how we reason in some ways. That's why Isaiah chapter 1 verse 18 to 19 say, come now and let us reason together. Because the highest know that we have a similar reasoning. We don't have his exact reasoning because our creator is greater than us. But we have a similitude of his reasoning. So that is the likeness which he made man. So it is expedient for man You understand what I'm saying? To understand the realm is living because you are employed here. You want to receive the benefit of this land, which is today is being run by money, right? But you don't want to understand the law that governs this place and you want to get the money. And then when you get the money, what happens? You don't enjoy the money, right? Most people get the money, but they don't enjoy the money. It's one problem or the other. Most of the rich people you see, they have money, right? They have money, but they're not enjoying that money. So it's not about you making money. That's what people are not getting. It's a secret. You have to first of all understand the law of the land. Because if you make the money and you don't follow the truth, don't understand the law of the land, you don't follow it, you will not enjoy that money that you have. That's a mistake most people are making all over the world. Not just here in Akebuland. Akebuland is another way of Africa, which means, Garden of Eden. It's another word for Akebuland. You understand? Garden of Eden is another word for Akebuland. So we want to look at this place that we are staying. How does it look like on the outside? You understand what I'm saying? How does it look like on the outside? You understand what I'm saying? What governs this realm that we are living in? That's what I want to ask. That's all. It's very simple. That's what I want to look at on this lesson. It's simple but powerful at the same time. And I'll make it easy for you to understand. It's very simple. It's very clear. So all those images that you are seeing, my image. So all those images that you are seeing on the line, that NASA is letting us know, telling us that the earth is what? It's a ball. You know football. All those is a lie.
Circular.
The earth is not circle like a ball. It's not a ball in shape. That's a lie.
Observe it from space. You know, they begin to bring that their.
You understand what I'm saying? All those things are all Photoshop. They are all Photoshop image and presented to us. The moon landing is a hoax. It never happened. No such thing as moon landing. The moon, there's no land in the moon. Get it right. Apply your mind to knowledge. Apply your mind to knowledge. That's what Solomon says. In Proverbs 23 verse 13. 12 to 13. Apply your mind to knowledge. How can there be land in the moon and they say moon landing? And the scripture tells you in Genesis 1:14 to 19, when the Most High made the two luminaries, the greater what? Light and lesser light. He said, he didn't say greater land light. Did he say greater land light? How can there be land inside light? Don't people use their common sense? How can there be land inside light? People say, oh, moon is a light that gives light at night, right? How can there be land inside light? You understand what I'm saying? You don't use your sense. And they are telling you that there's a moon landing. You see, it's not about the name. What is moon? Moon is what? They refer to moon as a light, right? So how can there be land inside moon and they say moon landing? Then they say moon is a planet. You see, the issue is that people don't know the origin of the word planet. That's the issue. See, name is very powerful. You need to understand the etymology of things, the origin of things. You see, the word planet is a god. Planets is their gods. It's not a region. It's gods that refer to as planet. That's the mistake people are making. And moon is not a place. Moon is the name of a god, a deity, which is Moonsdag or Moonsday. Moonsdag, that's the name of a deity, which is still going back to who? It's still going back to Esther or Easter or Semiramis or Ashtaroth or Isis, whom the Christians call Easter or what they celebrate, but they don't know. It's just one person, different names. It's just playing around with names, but people don't know that because they don't study the laws of the heavens and the earth and what governs it. You see, we are given dominion to understand everything. Don't be lazy. Go deep and study. That's the problem. You want to receive the kingdom, but you don't want to labor for the kingdom. You only want to do what pleases you or what you want. You only want to labor for what you want. You don't want to labor to know, what to do to get what you want to enjoy it. See, that's the problem. People are greedy. That's the issue. You are crying, you are knocking all this one, you are doing all this one. Satan died. How can Satan die? Sometimes people themselves are the Satan of themselves. If you cry from morning till night, Satan cannot die. It's not like you. There's an agreement between Satan and the Most High, and the Most Highest. You can't do anything about it. So if you cry from morning till night, Satan will not die. He will still do what he's doing. You understand what I'm saying? So you are the Satan to yourself. The simple rule the highest wants you to know. follow my laws, Satan will not come near you. He's there for a reason. It's a simple, very principle. Understand the reason why you are here. People don't want to know the reason why they are here. All what they want to know is what money I want to make to become rich. That's the problem. Pastors are not giving people the roots of the problem. How can you understand the end without the beginning? You understand what I'm saying? I want to go from this bus stop to that bus stop. Can you jump to that bus stop without starting from somewhere? But people want to jump to that place. There is no way you can jump to that place because it's not yet your time yet. You don't be given that power. That power comes with a price, and the price is now. If you want to move through gates or through portal to move from this place to this place, it requires a process. It's a learning. It's a struggle. It's an effort. You must put effort. You must work. Put in your work. Work out your own salvation with what? With fear and trembling. Philippians 2:12. You want to get something, but you don't want to work, and you want to get it. Who you deceive? You understand what I'm saying? S dimension is on this sample lesson. So we want to understand the realm we are living in. It's not about what you want. It's about understanding the reason why you are here. If you understand the reason why you are here, you will know what you want. You will know your destiny. Most people don't know that they know. You see, we have the power to know our previous life here on earth, or our previous behavior here on the earth. And that's one powerful lesson we need to deal with some other time. You see, people talk about reincarnation, right? They say reincarnation, resurrection, rebirth, reborn, regeneration, all that stuff. I will do a different lesson on that to explain that you can understand your previous life before you are here. You know it, but your pineal gland is not activated to know it. Me, I know it. I'm saying I know it. I know what I was in the previous life, and I know how I look. You understand what I'm saying? Most people don't know that, but they know it. But they're not being taught. Why? Because the sermons that the Most High has raised up in these last days, like the prophecy of the 10 weeks in the book of Enoch, chapter 93, verse 9 to 10. In the 7th week out of this 10th week, Enoch spoke about in the 7th week, which is the 7th generation of those people that will live in that time, that sevenfold wisdom will be given to them concerning his whole creation. And what the ecclesiastical says, he gave us 7 use of his power. Those people in that time, in that generation, which is now, their wisdom is increasing. It's what they call the Great Awakening. I want to be here of that. I want to be here of the Great Awakening. Yes, that is that time that the prophet was speaking about. That sevenfold wisdom will be given to them, more than our ancestors, concerning his whole creation. Enoch 93 verse 10. What will happen to those that will live in the 7th week? And that's the reason why we have the wisdom we have today. And that's why Daniel says in Daniel 12 verse 4, it's not speaking about running with your feet, not that kind of running. It's about searching out. You understand what I'm saying? It's about searching out records or truth, finding out the truth. That's when you shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. You understand what I'm saying? Knowledge shall what? Increase. We already have knowledge, but it shall increase in this time. Daniel 12 verse 4. You understand what I'm saying? So, to those that are wise, like Proverbs chapter 9 verse 9 says, and like Proverbs chapter 1 verse 5 says, you understand what I'm saying? A wise man will hear and will do what? Will increase in learning. And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel, to understand the proverbs and the interpretation thereof, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Genesis chapter 1 verse 9, let's read.
The book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 9 reads. And the Most High said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place.
So the Most High said, listen very carefully to this lesson. You have to be very attentive. The highest said, let the waters. What does it say? Let the what? That water is singular or plural?
Plural.
That water, look your phone, look your precepts. That water is singular or plural? Plural. So he said, and God says, let the waters under heaven be gathered unto one place. What does it mean by gathered? To assemble, right? So that means they are separate bodies, right? But he wanted to be gathered onto one place. Want to stay in one region, right? Okay, good. Now read. It says, and God said, let the waters, is in plural, be gathered under heaven. Now we know we have salt water. We have different kinds of water. Understand this, those water does not cross paths. They are gathered into one place, but they don't cross paths. Meaning that they can join themselves, but they will not cross paths. They will not intermingle. Yes. They will marry themselves, but they will stay in this position. That's how powerful water is. Water is an angel. I hope you remember that. For those that don't know that water is an angel, read the book of Revelation 16 verse 4 to 6 or 4 to 8 or 4 to 9. For those that don't know that water is an angel, it's a spirit. Everything, there is no such thing as non-living thing. Everything is living. Don't let no one fool you. Revelation 16 verse 4 to 9 within that range. No such thing as non-living thing. Everything is living. They say, they say it's a lie. This matter is not living. It's not living, Abi. Where does this matter come from?
From the soil.
If this matter is not living, why is it rusting? If you are not living, why you decaying? Why does man decay? Why does the flesh decay? It's not because it's living, because there are cells, there are organisms that are there. There's life there. That's why it's depreciating in nature. Everything is living. Everything has life in it. You see, your iron, it has magnet. What did I say? It has magnetic fields. Every single in this plane that we are living in, we are governed by the what? We are governed by 3 elements. We are governed by atoms. What did I say? We are governed by atoms. What are those atoms? They are under 3 elements. You see, protons, neurons, and electrons. That's what governs this realm. Where is man element made from? Where's your skin made from? From the soil, Abi. From the soil of the earth. That is Psalm 139:14 to 17. So now, our being was made from the earth, right? This metal, where did they get it from? From the earth, right? So everything has life. There's life in it. No such thing as not living thing. If you say it's not living thing, that means you are telling the Most High that it's not living. The Most Highest is living. Everything springs forth from the Most High. It springs forth out of life. Even you, when you die, you are still living. Your skin is still living. You just return back to the earth, it's still living. There's life in it. Even your skin is eternal, because once it decay, you return back to the dust. It lives forever. It's continue. It's only going to be retaken and remolded again, to be used again. Yes, everything is eternal. Everything is forever. It's just a mystery, and it's just about doctrine. But there are laws that governs everything that make you think that you are not eternal, because something is making you to not to live that long, to put your body down. Why is it that your flesh is wearing your spirit? Your spirit is eternal, right? Can your spirit depreciate? So why is your flesh wearing your spirit? How can a lesser power wear a greater? How can a lesser power wear a greater power?
Lesser power, which is the flesh.
Like people think, how can a lesser power wear a greater power? It's not that your flesh is less than your spirit. It's not less. It's just a law that governs it. That look, once you commit this sin, I will remove this aspect of you. I will reduce this aspect of you, and this aspect I will leave it alone, so that you'll be able to think and reason. Why is it that my flesh is dying and my spirit is living long? Your flesh and your spirit is not supposed. Your flesh is supposed to be as long as your spirit in terms of longevity. But the eyes make it to be so because of when we transgress, it reduces a part of us, so that we can be able to have reasoning. So that those that are sensible will think. But why am I like this? Why is my flesh depreciating? If everything is eternal, if the Most High is life, and God is life, God is not the God of the dead, but God of the living, why is it that my flesh is dying and my spirit is eternal? It's still the way it is. My spirit is still the way it is. My spirit is still the way it is. Your spirit cannot change. The reason why your spirit is changing is because of this, your sinful nature. So it's something has been done in you that is reflecting in something. It's a mystery. But if you think deep, you get it. And this is how I think. Nobody taught me this one. It just came into my mind. It didn't just, it's what you do, the work you put in. Then I have a lesson on storehouses. Most people don't know the original storehouses. Most people don't know where hard disks came up. Where do you think the Jetta get hard disks from, or hard drive? Where do you think they get the concept from? We'll do it with that lesson later on. Then whoever is appointed for that knowledge will put it inside of you. If you understand the concept of the things you do here on the earth, you can understand the mystery of the kingdom. of the laws of the heavens and the earth. You are doing it, but you don't know. That's why I say you can know your past life. You are doing it, but you don't know. Most people, because they are not taught. If you are taught, you will know. And the wisdom is not given to everyone. John 3:27 says, man can receive nothing except it's given to him from heaven. There's John 3:27. There's different class in life. That's why why do you think in your school you move from one state to another? Why do you think you grow from year to year? It's the same thing with wisdom. If you teach me chemistry, I will say, what is he talking about? You understand? Because I don't know chemistry. But if I have interest of chemistry, I have to start from the elementary to go to know chemistry, right? That's simple principle. So to some, they are teachers of chemistry. The wisdom is given to them. So if you want to know, go and learn from them. Me, then they will teach you. That's how it is here. There's levels to things. S dimension. Let's go back there.
And the Most High said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered unto one place.
So let the waters under the heaven be gathered unto one place. And
let the dry land appear.
And let the what?
And let the dry land appear.
And let the dry land appear. Take it to land.
And it was so.
And let the dry land appear. And it was so. Verse 10.
And the Most High is called the dry land earth.
And the Most High called the dry land. He called it what?
Earth.
He called the dry land what?
Earth.
People don't pay attention to something. That's why the Gentile fool us with NASA. You see, we have been given description of how your dimension is here on the earth, but people don't know. But they don't study. And God called it dry land. What do you call it? He called it what? Earth. How does the land look like? Show me the land. Where's the land? This is the land, Abi. So what is this? What did he call the land again? So where's the earth? Where's the earth? Where's the earth? Where I'm matching, Abi? So where we're matching is earth, Abi. Good. Just pay attention. Be drawing it in your mind, though. Be drawing the place you are living in your mind. So he called the dry land earth. Remember, this up is not earth. Take notes. That's why people are getting it wrong. He called the dry land what? Earth. Where is land? This is land. Give me my land. I want to buy these acres of land, right? So this is land. Let me ask you a question. How does the shape of the land that you are matching look like? Is the shape of land circle? This place you are matching, is it circle?
That is the answer to the question.
So I hope you can be answering yourself. So that when people are, you see, sometimes the simplest thing are the hardest thing. Because people don't put their mind to it. Do you know the reason why? Because they are busy. I want to get money. I want to make money. Money. You see, when you want to make money, the devil is the master of money. Why is it called mammon? Because he's there to distract you. That's why I say there's an agreement between the devil and the Most High.
There's no way you can find it.
That's why you see you are. I want to make money. I want to be rich. That's the devil's work. There's nothing wrong to be rich. There's a law to everything. To get to that riches, to enjoy it. That's the point I'm trying to make you understand. You see, the devil in Matthew 6:24, Christ, no one can serve two masters. You need to serve one. So that one will teach you the laws here and how to make that money that the devil is controlling. You see, but people are running to the devil and saying they are running to the Most High. That's what the vision of Paul said in vision of Paul chapter 3. They think that they are worshiping Christ, but they're actually worshiping the devil and using Christ as a cloak to cover themselves. But they don't know. Some are doing it knowingly, some are doing it unknowingly because of what? Doctrine. I want to make money. I want to make money. That's why you don't understand. The simplest thing. Because your mind is being distracted. It's done by something. Because the spirit controls the flesh. Mastema, Satan, Shatan, however you want to call him. Your stand is the master of it. Remember, Ezekiel 28, 1-3 says he's wiser than Daniel. Daniel is a wise man, right? So he referred to the king of Tyros as a wise man. The king of Tyros is not the physical Tyros. He's referring to the devil himself. Referring to the fallen angel. He's a wise man. And if you want more and more of it, go to verse 14 to 19. You will see more where he explains him as a cherubim. Man are not cherubs that walk on the stones of fire. It's a very wise thing. Remember, who are the cherubims? Cherubims have knowledge of the laws. I've taught that source before, right? They have the law of the heavens and the earth. Angels know the law of the heaven and the earth, or messengers, however you want to call them, angels, messengers, wherever they are. They understand the laws of the world, the heavens and the earth. Not all angels have wings. That's why you two are also referred to as angel. Am I not correct? In the book of, if you think I'm like, go to the book of Revelation, it's there. John thought that the person that was leading him was an angel, but it was a man. That's why I say, do not affirm your fellow brethren. Worship the Most High. He said, and the angel that spake with me as I want to crouch, bow down before him. Because the angel there is his fellow man. Do you have wing? No. Do you have wing? No. But the angel that was leading John in those revelation of Christ, what was Christ's vision that is revealing to John? The angel there is a man. So men too are angels. Malachi is a messenger. That's an angel. So you two are an angel. Angels also simply means messengers. The highest have so many messengers here on the earth. I'm one of them. He is one of them. You are all one of them. Everyone doing their own purpose. Everyone is playing by the book, whether you like it or not. You are playing by the book, whether you like it or not. That's why I say there are mysteries in this kingdom. You need to understand what you were before to know what you are doing now. Pastor don't teach us this. Pastor don't teach you and I this thing. Me, they don't teach me. That's why the Bible says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Religion is cutting people's mind. Because religion is teaching you to get money. It's focusing you only on money. If to say religion focused on the true laws of the heavens and earth, means I will join them. I don't care about the name. What I'm after is your custom. What you are doing under that thing you are claiming that you are doing. It's not about the subject, it's about the predicate. It's what's under the subject. I can say I'm a good person. I need to know if truly I'm good. You need to know if truly I'm good. Study me. Anyone can use any name. What is the meaning of that name? What is under that name? I can hide anything on that name. I can make the name sound good, but inside is dark, is evil. It's wickedness. That's the problem. And God called the dry land earth. Earth's dimension on this Sabbath lesson. That is the earth you are walking in. And yes, people will look NASA. Believe what NASA present to them. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. Most people are foolish. I have PhD, MSc. I have this. Upon all your PhD and MSc, you still don't know the realm you are living in. What is your PhD and MSc? Because your PhD and MSc was developed by the devil himself. Because the devil people develop those courses to distract you. That's the problem. It's a whole deep thing. If I want to go deep, we won't live here today. Education is one of the major tools of the devil. You see, what people don't know is that the devil deal with the words, knowledge of words, good and evil. So there is still some good in it, but the most part is evil. You only use the good to attract you to the evil you want to give to you, but you won't know. If I want to deceive you, I will deceive you with small things that look attractive, right? That's how the devil works. The powers that be of this earth get that knowledge from the devil. The devil is the one advising them, or the devils in general are the one advising them. The fallen ones and their children, which is what we deal with in this Sabbath lesson. Those being, I will show you where they are living on Earth's dimension. Okay. And God called the dry land earth. So draw it in your mind. The dry land is where your feet is on, right? How does the shape look like? Is it circle? No. Verse 9 says, and God says, let the waters under heaven. You see, that heaven, we'll deal with it later, so we can understand the heaven. So people don't mix it up. Because people are mixing the heaven and the earth together. They are not in the same shape. Don't mix them together. They are different elements. They are different spirits and they are different angels or different messengers. That's why if you look up, you see the clouds moving. And you say that there's no living thing. The cloud is an angel. It's a messenger. There's life. He has his own power. The cloud, what does the clouds do? The clouds, it doesn't just beautify the house you are living in. Remember, this is the most highest word, house. Where do you think they get the concept of house from? Where do you think they get the concept of roof from? You see, the heaven is the roof of your house. The heaven is the roof of the earth. Are you I shall make it easy for you to understand. The heaven is the roof of the earth. The roof has a nature, right? The heaven too has a nature. The roof, these roof elements are all living things. That's why if you bring a magnet to the roof, it will magnet to it. It creates motion. Anything that creates motion, does it have life? Why are you walking? Because there's motion. Something is magnet. There's a magnet drawing you, making you to move. Something is dragging you, giving you. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you have motion graphics. It's a motion. That's why if you take a magnet and bring it to a metal, it will join to it because there's life in it. No such thing as not living thing. That's why your sand you can use it to build house, right? But when you attach something to it to magnetize, right? You form the what? Your block, your bricks, right? And part of those elements is what? Water. Didn't you use water? So we'll look at the nature of this heaven. What is this heaven? What is the material of the heaven? So we will see the Most High's mystery. The mystery of the Most High's kingdom is very simple to understand the Most High's house. This is the Most High's house. You understand what I'm saying? And he's the ultimate guardian of his house. And he doesn't want nonsense in his house, in his compound. You can't do, I'm a landlord. You can't do, the Most High is the landlord of this realm. You can't do nonsense in my compound. As a landlord, you give rules to your house, right? Yes. And the tenants must follow it. They are free. But you are free to do whatever you like. But follow my rules. And then you'll be free to do whatever you like. You'll be free to do whatever you like based on the rules given. Based on the house. Because every house has a rule, right? Yes. The reason why you build a house, rooms and everything. Good. Simple thing. You are doing this, but you are doing what you are looking for something, but what you are looking for, the knowledge is there. You are doing it on a daily basis, but people don't know. It's there before them. All right. So verse 10 says, and God called the dry land earth, and the gathering
together of the waters called
and the gathering together of the waters, he called it seas. And God saw it was good, right? All right. I'm not rushing. I won't take my time. I want you guys to get it. All right. Because it's already in my head already. Let's go to Genesis 2, verse 10.
The book of Genesis chapter 2, verse 10. Mm-hmm. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden. Listen very carefully. And a river went out of what? Eden to water the garden. Mm-hmm. And from thence it was parted. And from thence it was what? Parted. And from thence it was parted. Mm-hmm. And it became into 4 earths. And it became into what? 4 earths. And it became into what? 4 earths. And it became into what? 4 earths. Why does every rivers that you know? Now this is every river that you know. Where do they empty themselves? So all river empty in the sea, right? Remember the Most High called the waters that gather into one place, call them sea, right? Is that not what he call it? That's what he call it, right? Verse 10, Genesis 1 verse 10 says, and God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called it seas, and the gathering together of the waters. Remember, he called it sea. So the water were gathered together, but they are separate bodies of water. Those waters are sea. That's why he says, and the gathering together of the waters in plural, called it seas. Seas. It's not one body of water. That's a mistake people are making. People think that is when people read this precept, they think it's just one sea. It's not one sea. What the IS is trying to do is trying to separate everything from itself. You understand what I'm saying? So what the IS is trying to do is that he's trying to separate the water from the earth. So when what was done here is that the Most High made the water to surround the earth, to meet at a point. Listen to very carefully. Maybe I should draw it for you. No, don't worry. Now look at this. Let me draw this for you. Okay. Now this is the waters, yes. So you can understand it. See the body of water. Yes. This is the earth in the middle. Yes. Now this is all these ones you see, they are land. Let me do it this way. Let me show you what I draw. Can you see what I draw? Can you see this is what I draw? Can you see? So good. That's what I drew. Now see, look at this is the sea. S-E what? This is the sea. Yes. These are land. This is how it originally was. I'm showing you creation now. Because it's a deep lesson. This format will soon change in a moment. Okay. I'm showing you what happened thousands of years, if not millions of years ago. So all these ones are land. L is for land. Yeah. This is sea. Now all this one, this is R, river, right? Yes. This is river. This is river. This is river. How many of them? 4 rivers, right? This is the S dimension. And this is the sea. So all river must empty at the sea.
That's what is happening. This is what is happening in Eden. Now, why is it only represent? Why is only Eden being represented? That's the question I want you to now to ask me, is that why is now Eden being represented as the only land of the 4 rivers spoken of in this time? What you have to understand is this, that the earth used to be one region. That's why you understand. It used to be one region. Rivers are inland. Listen very carefully. Rivers are inland. Seas is not inland. Do we know that? Maybe you don't know what inland is. Sea is not inside land. Sea is outside the body of land.
Yes.
Land is inside the sea. Rivers is inside the land. It's in the midst of the land. Sea is outside on the body.
Yes.
So the whole earth used to be one region. It was called Eden. Are we following? Yes, it's a one, you see, it's a house. But later the house was broken into pieces. I don't want you listen very carefully. Instead of just one place, one spot, that means it's not divided by continents as we are seeing today. How many continents do we have, as they say? We say we have 7 continents. The earth is not divided by continents. It's divided by rivers. 4 rivers. It's just one region before. Something will make it to divide into continents. I will show you. You will know. Today you will hear it. And most you are not being taught this. Never. I don't think anyone has ever been taught this.
Even in schools, everybody knows this.
So now, listen very carefully. This is the sea, Abi. This is the sea in Genesis chapter 1, right? These are the land in one region inside the sea. These are the rivers in Genesis 2 now happening. What the ice is now doing now is now designing. He's doing a designing of the region. How he wants to beautify. He wants to beautify his house. As you put water in your garden, you put swimming pool and everything in your garden. That's what he's doing here. Now good. So Genesis 2. Let's now go back there. Genesis 2 verse 10. And don't forget, Akebulan is Garden of Eden. Akebulan is the ancient name for Africa. Akebulan is what? The ancient name for what? Africa. How do I know this? You will see it yourself in this Genesis 2. Because I want to let you know that we are the originals of the earth. You and I, you that think that you are inferior to the Caucasians, you are the original of the earth, but people don't know this. That's why I said there are people whom the devils, in plural, are using to rule over us, including myself. They are ruling over us. We're in captivity. It's wisdom. You have to be very attentive. It's not a matter of maybe we hear this. You understand what I'm saying? Add that to change. Learn what you don't know. Nobody knows everything. Nobody's an island of knowledge. You have an island of knowledge, but you don't have all the island of knowledge. Island is big. You can't have it all. You can know some, you can know all. So what you don't know, please learn. For your own good. So you know what you are doing when you wake up every morning. Or when you wake up every day, every day. That's the word we use. Every day light. We have daylight and what? Day night. Are we following? Daylight and what? And day night. It's 2 division. It's 2 division. What do I mean by 2 division? Evening and what? Morning. And the evening and the what? Morning was the first day. Evening and the morning was the what? Second day. Evening and the morning was the what? Third day. People are seeing it and they are blind. Because they are believing what the Gentiles tell you. Just as we are debunking this lesson. The earth is round. Now they are telling you day begins at morning. And he's telling you and the evening. It's evening, daylight.
Most I draw the secret here.
It's there in front of your face. You are seeing. You are looking for something in your face, and you are looking in another place.
That's right.
No be juju be that.
Very much.
No be juju be that. They are telling you that the earth is circle. Yes, now white man, they know everything. But you are working on that same earth. Is it circle? They say that if you want to fool a black man, hide it in a book. Those days are gone. You can't fool a black man inside a book. Because we are the original makers of that book. We only lost the knowledge because of transgression. They learn from us through subtlety, and now overthrow us because we are very kind people. We love to welcome people, to show people our kingdom, our pride, our glory. Master Musa, check out my pride, check out my glory, check out my paradise. Feel free, take whatever is here. Use any place you want for your land. Feel free in my home. Tell me anything you want to know about, because we are teachers. That's who we are. But we didn't know that our teaching was given to the wrong people, who eventually knew our secrets and now overthrew us. When they now begin to teach us what we already know in a different fashion, to overthrow us. They took our knowledge, reform it, bring it back to us and say the one that we know is wrong. But they knew that the one we know is right. That is what will prosper them. So they went in the drawing table, covenants with the fallen ones, give them the remix of the truth, and bring it back to us and tell us that, look, that thing that you guys tell us is not true. This is the real one. It's a lie. They knew that once we accept it, the person that gives us that knowledge will overthrow us, and they will take over our seat. And not begin to use that same knowledge that we taught them to rule over. That's what it is. That's the simple formula. That's what is happening today. That all this thing that everyone is doing here, banging here, fasting now, die, break, lose, bind. You cannot kill devil. Come to reality, wake up from your sleep. You can't trap the devil. It's not possible. Devil will do what devil wants to do. You do what you need to do. Devil is ruling. You rule. You're supposed to rule over him, not him to rule over you. How can you rule over the devil if you don't understand the dimension you are living? The devil knows this place you are living more than you. But you know it's more than him, but you've forgotten. Yes. I have not forgotten. That's why you cannot rule over me. I'm not perfect, I'm still growing anyway. But on the most part, I rule. That's how it's supposed to be. We need to learn what was depreciated from us and revive it back. That's how we gain full power. There's power in numbers. What the scripture says, iron sharpeneth what? Iron. Proverbs 27:17-19. So do a man sharpen the countenance of his friend. I'm sharpening you now. Sharpen whoever you want to. You also can sharpen me. It's not saying use fire. Proverbs 27:17. A kingdom divided against himself cannot do what? Cannot stand. That is the formula they are using against. So make these black Negroes, this nigger, divide against themselves. Make this black Niger. Remember, where are you live? In this country, what do they call it? Nigeria. Nigeria is what? Niger. What's the meaning of Niger? Black. What is the etymology of Niger? Latin. Do you speak Latin? No. So you can see that somebody gave you that name because you're in captivity. Yes. Because you're not ruling your land till this day. If you are fully emancipated from your land, you will give the land your own name. You will change it because you know your government know, but they can't do anything about it because they know that the British are still ruling over them. But you don't know. You think that there is democracy. You're not free. Who told you are independent? Your government know. They knew the treaty they made with the British people. It's not for freedom. The British only give you freedom to do certain things, and so you can stay. But we will still do what? You must still pay tribute to us. You are still tributary to us. You must still pay us tax. I've taught that lesson a long time ago, right? Good. Who told you are free? Who told you are independent? That concept is in scripture, is here. What the British are doing to us in scripture is there. But people don't know because they don't study, they don't read. And that's the formula they are using. They are dividing us. You see, they not only divide us, they gave us their own law that will keep us busy, not knowing the truth, that will keep us in the states where we are, to always be on dependency on them. So that we don't get to our full estate, because you know, if we get back there, which is what we taught them, if our brain is revived and we get back there, because they've killed our brain with lies. So over time, from generation to generation, as children are born, parents are born in, they are teaching their children the concept that the British people taught us. Down to this our time. That's a mistake. So what we are doing now is to tell the generation that, look, we need to go back to the ancient knowledge that we had, which we taught the Caucasians, which they are using today to rule over. And we are looking up to them as gods. Who can stop America? Who can do this? Who can do this? They are very creative people. Who told you that? If you notice, most of the creative people in the American people are black people. Most of the inventors are black. You cannot beat that. It's in our genome. It's in our genes. It's in our blood. Most of the things that they say that they invent aeroplane, all those this. It's a black man that invented it. But they took the glory to themselves and changed his story, and make it his own story. That's what he did. He's a copycat. He didn't do anything. He's a thief. That's why the scripture call them robbers. The book of Ezekiel call them robbers. That Babylon is a feature. It's the mystery Babylon that John speak about. Mystery Babylon that has the same character of Nebuchadnezzar. They are robbers. They are thieves. A thief that is making money from your house, a thief that is stealing from you. Do you think that do you think he will give you back what he stole? Is he crazy? When he knows that thing that he stole from you is making him rich, is making him comfortable. How do you think that people that are oppressing you, that give you the country name Nigeria, will not let you know the truth? If you don't go and find it out yourself, if you don't enter inside deep waters and go down the barren reef and plug out the goldfish from there. You understand what I'm saying? How do you know how to find out what the truth is? How can you be born into this realm if you don't come from your mother's womb? Eh? Because you come from a deep place to exist, right? You must go to that same deep place to resurrect your knowledge. Everything that is powerful is deep, right? Everything that is powerful comes from a deep place. You want to be powerful, but you don't want to come from a deep place. You must go and bathe yourself in a dark place to come to the light, right? For darkness give back to light, whether you like it or not. In your mother's womb, is there light there? Is there life there? Is there life? Yes. That's what incubates you and bring you out into this world with knowledge and everything. That's what shoots you out into this kingdom you are living. So for every greatness, you must go and bathe yourself in darkness. Why did they call you black man? Why the David side was made from the deepest part of the earth? The soil down there is not dark. The food you eat that gives you life, where does it come from? Is there light in the soil? There's light there, but the light, can you see it? No. But there's electrolyte there, yes, you are right. But the electrolyte that is there is invisible. It's invisible light, you cannot see, it's dark. But the darkness gives you light, right? It makes you to live. Because without that darkness, you cannot eat the food you are eating. When you sleep, what do you see? You see darkness. Clap for Mataya. Why do you sleep? You sleep to do what? To hibernate your body. To do what? To reboot your system. That's why I say I will deal with the lesson when it comes to the wisdom. Where wisdom comes from.
Like the computer that you said.
Good. Why are you rebooting the system? We'll deal with that later. But when you sleep, what do you see? You see darkness, right? When you wake, what do you see? Clap for yourselves. Because and the evening and the morning were the first day. The first of everything starts with darkness and the evening. From evening becomes dark before morning comes, right? Yes. Because the highest is letting you know that darkness begins everything, the origin of everything. What is Psalm 90 tells you? He that dwelleth in the world. Anything that is secret, is it open? No. It's not dark. If I want to hide money, where do I keep it? In a safe? In a safe box. Is it open? Where is it? It's not in a dark place. But when it is open, what does the money do? It's powerful. You can use it to buy things, great things. That's wisdom. For everything that is powerful, start with darkness. Understand that first. Don't let anyone feel that darkness is not evil. Darkness is not evil. It's an angel. It is what you do in that darkness is the evil. Not I've taught us that before. Darkness is not evil. I'm not evil because I'm dark. It's what I do. If I do anything that is bad, if I do anything against the commandment, that is the word, against the law, that is evil. Not the darkness. It's an angel. It's a spirit. I'm an angel. I'm a spirit too. I'm spirit and flesh. And I'm eternal. So now, the seas surround this, right? But the sea, this sea now, are you seeing this sea? This sea is not one. Now you have to divide the sea. You have to divide it. Because it says seas. So it's different bodies of water. Different bodies of water. There are 4 of them. But they all meet at one point. They all gather together. You understand what I'm saying? The seas all gather together. River is just what beautifies the land. Let me sprinkle this. Let me take some of this grass and sprinkle it somewhere in this part of the. But it's not the main grass. It's a sprinkling. That's what rivers is, and all these rivers, pool, stream. They are just to beautify the inner area. That's what the ice is doing. He's designing his house. I'm telling you, showing you where you are living. That's what I'm showing you here. X dimension. Now, it's not divided into 4, right? Good. That's what the ice is saying by seas. So be developing it in your mind. Now remember, Eden is Africa.
Yes.
Genesis 2 verse 10 to 14. Let's read some more.
And a river went out of Eden to water the garden.
And a river went out of Eden, right, to water the garden.
And from thence it was parted.
And from thence it was parted.
And
so listen very carefully. So before it was one river that the highest used to do what? To beautify the inland. There's inland, there's outland. Understand that. You always, for those that are wise, knows inland. I'll tell you what inland is. Inland is within the earth. Outland is outside the earth, which is seas. The ends of the earth is water, ice and water. What did I say? Ice and what? Water. The ends, the very, very last bus stop of this earth. Remember, this world map is a hoax. There are so many ice barricades, but the end of everything, totally. If the end of everything, if the highest let you to see the ends of this place, this earth, this. You understand what I'm saying? Ile or Anna. You understand what I'm saying? The ends of it is what? It's water. This water. That is the end of it. Water. And I will show you how powerful water is. Ask yourself a question. Why do you think water holds ship and it doesn't sink? Eh? Ask yourself a question. How can water carry a large body of things? Have you ever seen what do you call it, typhoon or hurricane? Haven't you seen hurricane destroy building and float it on the air? Haven't you seen water destroy bridge and float it on the air? Have you ever said a question? If you jump in the water, won't you sink? Are you heavier than the building? How is it that you are sinking and the ship that is heavy is not sinking, but yet you are on top of the ship? The wood, the plank is not sinking, but you are sinking. Why is that happening? The wood, where is it getting from the tree? Eh? What is the tree foundation? From the earth. What's your foundation? From the earth, for your material skin. Why does the tree have the ability to suspend himself on top of the water? Why don't you have the ability to walk on water? Since you are the material of the earth, the tree is from the material of the earth. Yet when a tree is cultivated and a plank is carved out of a tree, the tree can stay on top of water without drowning. Because the boat is formed out of a plank, wood. Same to do the ship. Why is it not sinking? Why are you sinking? And you are not more heavier than the ship. Clap for her. It's sin. Chemistry. Answer that question. Because you have the power to do that. The reason why the highest separated your body from your body, the highest separates your body from your body. Your flesh is a body. Your spirit is a body. Your soul is a body. The highest separates your body from your body and depreciates some, leaves some. He wants you to know the reason why is that so. Because the reason why so is right in front of you. You just don't know. The knowledge is right in front of you, but you don't know. You want to understand the mystery or the wisdom of the ancients. It's in front of you here, but you just don't know. But the eyes put it in front of your face. But your pineal gland is locked, or what you call the third eye is locked. Until someone help you to open it. You understand what I'm saying? Or you, the highest visit you to open it for you. That's how you know it. Yes. So now, understand this. The river is singular. So that means the eye is just okay. Let only just one swimming pool. Let only just one swimming pool. Originally, it was one swimming pool. In the midst of it, right? So remember, I draw 4 lines, Abi. Before it was one pool. I think I went ahead, but it's okay, it's fine. So before it was one pool. That's what I was about to explain here. Remember, the scripture is not chronologically arranged. So you may be reading Genesis 2. Genesis 2 may come before Genesis 1, and vice versa. Some verses in Genesis 2 comes before Genesis 1, and some verses in Genesis 1 come before Genesis 2. And some verses in Genesis 1 and Genesis 2 exist millions of years before even the two verses. Everything is mixed up together. It's not chronologically arranged. It's a mixed information. You have to know that also too. When you read the scripture. That's why it tells you in Isaiah 28:10, what? Precept must be upon what? Precept. Line upon line. Here a little, there a little. Don't follow it like this. Pick from here, and then rearrange it yourself. That's what it's telling you to do. Don't put your head in one way word. No. Pick from here, join it together, and then see it yourself. It's like good ultimate search. You want to go and find the gold that they hide in the forest, in the jungle. They give you a map. They pieces the map together. They tell you, go on the hunt and find that treasure. You see one piece, you bring it, Abi. You see another piece, you join it from different location. Here a little, you join it together. Then it will form that thing you do will form your location. You go to, then you get your direction. That's how the kingdom is. Until you do that, you cannot find your way. It's not about, okay, I'm rich today. You can be rich in 1 second. Another 1 second, there your riches can be destroyed. And you can be rich till you old and die. Still under 1 second, your riches is nothing. How many years is the years of life of a man on the earth? You are supposed to be eternal. Yes. Then you are talking about 150 years, some people 200 years, some people maybe 400 years, depending on how 400 years. You are supposed to be eternal. I have lived 400 years and I have money and I have money and die.
60 years. I am old. More than you. How old are you?
You are not ashamed of yourself that you are saying you are 70 years old and you don't understand this thing I'm talking now. So be ashamed of yourself. You don't know it. Because a 70-year-old man and a 70-year-old woman are supposed to teach me this thing. You understand what I'm saying? They don't teach me this thing. Because the scripture tells you in Job 12:12, with the ancients is what? Is wisdom. And length of days is what? Understanding. How is it that a 70-year-old man doesn't have understanding of this knowledge? Because you cannot have understanding without knowledge. You have to have knowledge. You have to know this thing. Once you know it, you understand it. What you know. And wisdom is what leads you to knowledge. Then you get the understanding. If you can. It's three separate things. Three separate gift and power entity. Alright. So remember, Eden is the whole world. Africa. That's Africa. I hope you are following. So that's what I drew here. That is the inland. So originally there was one body of water in the midst of the inland, right? So now in Genesis 2 verse 10, the eyes will now part it into 4, which is what I drew here now. You understand what I'm saying? Remember in Genesis 1, there's a gathering together of the waters. Gathering. You gather together with him. That means you are a separate entity being gathered together. It's English. Sometimes syntaxes and semantics is a problem. Semantics is the definition of a syntax. Syntax is the arrangement of words. Most people see English. You see, your communication is what? English. You need to know the meaning of what you are speaking. Most people don't understand the meaning of what they are speaking. They speak anyhow. They talk anyhow. If I say somebody is a fool, people say, because people know fool as a word of insult. Fool is not actually an insult. If you go to Google and ask a Google what does fool mean, a foolish someone means someone that lack understanding or knowledge of something. That's a fool. Me, I'm a fool to certain thing. That's why I think it's First Chronicles. Speak about someone being fool. The IS use the foolish of this word to confound the wise. Why is he saying that? Is it an insult? Is the IS insulting you? He's telling you that the IS saying you are a fool to this word, meaning you are a fool to evil things. Because if you separate yourself from evil things, you'll be a wise person. And someone who thinks that is wise in this world is actually the foolish one. He may have money, but he's foolish. You may not have money like him, but you are wiser than him. But you are at peace. That's why there's no peace for the wicked. Isaiah 7:21. You understand what I'm saying? So now, and a river, let's read Son of Man. And a river, so I've drawn it, you understand it, pay attention to the realm we are living in. Let's go.
Genesis chapter 2 verse 10. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden. And from thence it was parted.
Read very slow. And it was what? One river was parted.
And became into 4 heads.
And became into what?
4 heads.
And became into what?
4 heads.
4 heads. 4 major heads. So originally there has 4 major rivers that governs this earth. It was 1 from 1 to what? To 4. Now remember, all these names you are seeing here, it is people that give it the name. All these names that you're about to read now, people give it the name. There's the ancient name for all these things. So I will just deal with what is here. Okay, now let's read it. So it was part into 4 heads. So that means if it was part into 4 heads, how do you draw? That means it's letting you know that the earth is 4 dimension. Right? If it was parted into 4 heads, that means the river divides himself into 4 divisions. That means in each division there is land where the river crosses. So that means it's 4 corners of the earth. That's where you get 4 corners of the earth from. From the original 4. Take note. That's where you get 4 corners of the earth. Whenever you read the scripture and say from the 4 winds of the earth, from the 4 corners of the earth, that's where the 4 corners of the earth. What is the earth? The dry land. From the 4 corners of the land, which was the river that became which was 1 river, became 4 rivers, divided into 4, which was the original river that was on the earth. And the earth is the dry land, which is Africa or Akebu land. Before all these continents came about, listen very carefully, because I will show you where continents came from. We are going there. Where all this Europe and nonsense come from? There's no such thing as Europe. Everything is one region. Sin, make it to be so. I will show you where continents came from and islands, where they came from. Wisdom is what? The principal what? Thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all that getting, do what? Get the understanding of what you are, or what wisdom leads you to. Proverbs 4 verse 7. That's wisdom is the principal thing. Above everything, wisdom is the principal. But people are not doing that. Because their principal thing is money, 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 money. I want to make money, but give me money. That's their principal thing. That's why they are lost. I'm going to church. I'm going to open my Bible. That Bible will judge you. Because the truth is there, but you're not studying it. Because that's not what you're going there for. You're not going there for because of the content in that scripture. You are going there for some of the content there, which is the money aspect. That's especially on money. That's only what excites you. You want to get money, you want to earn a salary, but you don't want to follow the principles of the working environment, and you want to earn the salary. Are you crazy? And you think I'll pay you your salary? I'll cut your salary into half and pay you for the ones I deem fit that is what's for you. That's what the IS is doing. That's why I say if you give every man according to his works. Because it's letting you know that your work is supposed to be good in his sight. Understand the law of the heavens and understand the law of the place you are living in. That's what he wants you to know. That's a major thing. Even if you don't keep feast days and all these feast days and everything, understand the law of where you are living in. I'm telling you, even if you don't celebrate feast days and you understand the law of where you are, and you do good, you do the right thing, you enjoy the most. right, so let's read now. So what did he say? And what? So now it was parted into 4 heads.
And from thence it was parted. And became into 4 heads.
That's where the 4 winds of the earth was come what from. Now let's read it.
Verse 11. The name of the first is Pison.
The name of the first is what? Pison.
That is it which compassed the whole land of Avila.
Remember, all these regions in our Africa. That's where remember, all these regions in what? Africa. Take note to Africa. You have to take note of that. That's why he called it the land of what? Eden. The new heaven and I taught us this before. The new heaven and earth, what is it called? In Revelation 21, where John saw coming down. What's it called? It's not New Jerusalem. It's not New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem, Abi. Good. New Jerusalem is not a temple. New Jerusalem, which people was that land given to? Let's cover the ethnic Jerusalem. Which people is it given to? The Bantu, Abi, so-called Israelites, right? Jerusalem is a place, Abi. It's a place in the kingdom of Judah, right? Good. In this verse we are reading, right? It's going to mention one river. So let's continue reading. Take notes. I want to show you why it's Africa. Because New Jerusalem is what? Is the heaven and the earth, Abi. Yes. But what people don't understand is this: the earth is forever. That New Jerusalem is sending down is not the whole earth. It's a region. It's a portion it's a portion here on the earth already. Yes. People just misconcept the precept. It's a portion here on the earth that will be cleansed and purified. I hope you are following. Yes. So now let's read. Let's continue. I want to show us something here. Read.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 11.
Verse 11.
The name of the first is Pison.
So the name of the first river, one of it that crosses over is Pison.
That is it which compasses the whole land of Avila.
That is it which compasses the whole land of Avila. Listen very carefully. The whole land of Avila.
Where there is gold.
Where there is gold. Read on.
12. And the gold of that land is good.
And the what?
And the gold of that land is good.
And the gold of that land is good. This region, Pison, is in sub-Saharan Africa. That is Great Zimbabwe.
Yes.
All the rivers begin in Africa. See, you have to understand this concept. You will get it. Don't worry. You understand. I know it's confusing you because now you have Europe and America and Asia, right? That's what's confusing you. You say, why am I saying only Africa? What about the other continents? I'm also to be saying Africa. Like I told you, it's a man that name it Africa. So I will use the name it is called. I'm just using the name that you can familiar with. Normally I won't deal with the name. I don't need the name. I want to know the content. That's what I'm after. I'm not using the name so I can give you common understanding. So all these things they call America, Asia, and all these 7 continents, you understand? It's just one place. So let's assume this whole place we are staying now is the earth. And this roof is the heaven. This thing like this is the heaven. It's just one place like this. So it was just divided and say, you go here, you move here, you move. Something happened. So I will show you that. So it's one region. This place just has one name. You understand what I'm saying? When somebody owns a land, what is it called? Pay attention. When you own a land, listen very carefully. When you own a land, and in your receipt, when you buy a land, in your receipt, what's written there? When you buy a land, in the receipt, what is written there? Of who purchased the land? The name of the person that purchased the land, right? When the Most High created this earth, who did he give it to? Whose name is supposed to be on the receipt of the earth? Ask them a question. What is Adam? What is Adam or Adama or Adama or Adamu or Adamawa? What is Adam? Adam is, clap for him. Adam is earth or soil or red soil of the earth. Clap for him where? That's Adam. So that's why the dry land, the IS call it what? Earth. So I'm just using Africa just to make it, you understand, for you just want to give you a reckoning of a space of a region. So it's people that begin to change all this name, Adam, and give all this name, Adam, and all this stuff, man, and all this. You understand? Adam just simply means earth. You are Adam. Baraka is Adam. You are Adam, you are Adam. Men and female are all Adam. Don't let anyone fool you. They say, oh, the man is Adam and then the woman is Eve. It's a lie. Understand what Adam means. That is the problem people are having. They don't know the definition of things. They are being fooled with grammar. That's if you want me to prove it to you. That's why Genesis 5, what did the Bible says? And he called their names Adam. Genesis 5 says, and he called Dia. What is Dia? Dia is it one person?
More than one person.
So the male and the female, he called their names Adam. But you see, in the previous chapter, you only refer to the man as Adam, the woman as Eve. Men are the one doing that. People are the one playing with words there. You see, once you understand what Adam is, it just simply means earth. Because your skin is made from the earth. We are all what? Adams. Why is he saying that the woman was cut out of the man? Because you are an Adam. The woman too is an Adam. Use your common sense. Don't let anyone fool you. The Caucasians don't fool you with that doctrine. It's a Christian doctrine. It's a Christian theo doctrine. What I say theo or theology. Remove the ology. The ology is the suffix. Deal with the prefix. The prefix is what? Theo. Theo are ancient priests of devils. If you think I'm blind, go and do your research on Theo. Theos are ancient priests of the deities of the planets or the planetaries or the planets. As they are saying Saturn, Uranium. All these are fallen angels. Jupiter, Saturn. They are not like this realm. There's only just one realm that the highest created. The earth, period. There's no universe outside earth. All this your Saturn, your uranium, the ring, and Jupiter and Pluto, all those things are all Photoshop.
Science.
The names are names of deities that they are worshipping. Words are powerful because with words you existed, you and I existed. And what God said, let us make what man in our words, and it was so. No be so. What created the man? The word. Onu. Lenu. You see that? Lenu, Onu. Can you see that Igbo and Yoruba are similar? Because you are all the same people. I don't want to fool you. Things just separated you. That's why you speak different languages. That's why you have Adamu. You'll be seeing some Igbo and Yoruba names in scripture, right? Yes. Ada, Ada, then they put H at the back. There's no H there. It's just words interchangeable. Ada, you will see Buki. Not be so. 1 Chronicles 7. Not be so. You see Buki. You see Tola. I'm not lying. Go and check it in your King James version. It's there. Tola, Tola, confirm is there. Buki is there. Bukki.
Tola, that's a fan of
children of Israel. Then they say you are Yoruba, I'm Igbo. Who are they fooling? That's why I'm telling you that the words are powerful. There are too many mysteries in this kingdom. Get your mind right. Go and hustle. Begin to work. You are sleeping. You are hustling. You are hustling for the wrong thing. That's why you are repeating the same thing all over and over. We'll do that lesson and over and over. The reason why you keep on repeating all what you are doing, because you are not doing what you are doing to stop repeating your cycle of life. As you keep coming to this place, you are repeating the same thing. I just want you to know it. That's why, out of everything, you always bring out people to correct your mind, so that you don't say, "Oh, you brought me into this realm. You clear my memory, and then you drop me here, and then you want me to find out what I was or to correct my mistakes." That's why, because there is no how people think. So he drops some people here. He drops something here. He drops messengers here to come and deliver some message to you. They just to see if you would take it, not to make an excuse. If you receive the information from them, then you come back to the higher state. I'll bring you back to your higher state of what you were before. Then you can be able to walk on water and suspend on water. Then you can be able to move. Then you don't have to. Then you cannot say, okay, yes, I can move from this point to there, because you are putting the work. You've done the work already. Don't be so. You cannot do what? Interdimension. Without enter any bus. Oshodi, na lie. That one will stop. You can move from this realm to this realm instantly. What is second? Faster, million. Thank you very much. Clap for him. Million of a second, faster than the speed of light. That is what you call electromagnetic fields. That is a magnet. That's your body. The power is there in every one of you. That is what the protons, the neurons, and the what electrons. Electric shock me. That's why if electric shock you, what happen? You cleave to it. You react to it. It's very powerful. Electric travel faster than the speed of light. It's very quick. Don't dare it. It's in your body, but you just don't know because you cannot wake it up to move it interdimension. That's why you cannot walk. I cannot put my hand in this phone. You cannot put your hand in this phone and it come out of here. You are holding it on your hand. You can choose to hold it. You can choose to put your hand inside and you come out of here. The power is in every one of you. Everybody sitting here is in everybody. Every soul on the earth is in there. Whether good or bad is there. But you just don't know how to awaken it. So now, S dimension on this Sabbath lesson. Let's read. People have to know the realm they are living in. That is the problem. They are laboring for the wrong thing. That is the devil masterpiece. The devil is very happy. It's in his cabinet. All those devils are in their meeting, drinking blood, drinking wine, blood and wine, enjoying, eating, feasting, cannibalizing, eating, and laughing and saying, look at all these foods. Look at all these earthlings. They are here. Those what they call those angels, those fallen ones, they are here too. They are here. I will show you now. They are here. What is invisible? They are visible. They are here. But they have the ability that you have, but you cannot do. They have the ability to change themselves, or what they call shape shifting. Have you ever heard of shape shifting? Shape shifting is when somebody changes his nature. You change the shape of your face. You change the shape of your look. Have you ever watched X-Men? There's a character in X-Men, a woman that always changes her face. She's blue in figure. She's like blue color. She changes her face to anybody. She will first of all look at the person, then mimic the person's face and go and appear there. Everyone can do it. Everyone has that power, but you cannot do it. The reason why you cannot do it because you are doing something wrong that cannot awaken it. That power to happen. That's why angels can mimic themselves. Angels can shape shift and appear in any form they want. Angels or messenger can appear in animal. You too are an angel. You are a messenger. Everyone is an angel. Angels just come in different forms. Angel have the power. We have more power than the angels. That's why 2 Baruch 52 says, and we have more splendor than the angels. We have more power than the angels. But most people don't know. Angels just simply mean messengers. That's why it's those angels that came. They come in different forms. But you understand what I'm saying? Yes. That is what they call shape shifting. Are you following? You too have the power to do that. Those that do witchcraft today are doing it. The reason why it is wrong because they are getting that power from the wrong source. But the act of doing it is not the evil. The thing is that they are consulting the wrong source to do that thing. And they are doing it to do wickedness. That's what the problem is. It's not the act of doing it. It's not nothing wrong with it. It's part of our nature, our makeup. S dimension on this Sabbath lesson. Let's go on. I know there's so many things to talk about, but that's part of the lesson. You understand? It's a conversation. The goal is for you to understand it. It's not about 10,000 precepts. Even if I just deal with one precept, there are many precepts here. But even if I deal with just one precept, it's better for you to understand one than to give you 1,000 and you don't know anything. At least if you know one, you can speak of it boldly. I have so many precepts. I've not even gone there with it. I'm seeing just in one or two. I'm second precept now. Out of the many, out of maybe 10 or 11. Okay, let's go on. Verse 11. Let's go.
The name of the first is prison. That is it which compasses the whole land of Avila.
That is it which compasses the whole land of what? Of Avila. Where
there is gold.
Where there is gold.
12. And the gold of that land is good.
And the gold of that land is good.
There is the bdellium and the onyx stone.
There is bdellium and what? Onyx stone. Where can you find this? Where can you find these precious minerals? It's in Africa. That's why it says in Great Zimbabwe. This very particular Avila. Let's read the next one.
13. And the name of the second river
And,
is Gihon.
and Zimbabwe is in sub-Saharan Africa. What is sub-Saharan Africa? All the landmark beneath the desert, beneath the Sahara Desert. All the land beneath the Sahara Desert is what they call sub. Sub means below. Sub-Saharan Africa. And let me remind you one thing. Everything about this earth is almost wrong. That the teaching us is wrong. Where it is not, the northern pole is actually the southern pole. And the southern pole is actually the northern pole. That means south of Africa is actually north. North Africa is actually south. West Africa is actually East Africa. And East Africa is actually West Africa. That means this is not West Africa, this is actually East Africa. We are in East Africa here. Yes. And South Africa is actually North Africa. Everything is upside down. And I have proof on that. I have a Shent map. I have proof on that. Everything is upside down. It's not a small thing what these guys are doing to us. And understand this, right? It's a whole lot. The whole drawing of the map is wrong. Even the size, even based on sizes, everything is wrong. Alright, so let's read on. Verse 13. Let's read.
And the name of the second river is Gihon.
I know the second word is what?
Gihon.
The name of the second river is Gihon.
The same is it that compasses the whole land of Ethiopia.
The same is it which compasses the whole land of Ethiopia. 1 Kings chapter 1, verse 32 to 45. Right? Solomon was crowned king. Solomon was crowned king in where? In Gihon. And he's telling you that Gihon is in where? Encompasses the land of what? Ethiopia. Where is Ethiopia? If you look the strong concordance, this Ethiopia there is what? Kush. You understand what I'm saying? It's what? It's called Kush. What is Kush? Kush is what? Burnt faces. Where are the burnt faces? Africa. Where is Ethiopia? It's not the Africa. That's the Kush. And Solomon was crowned king. I'm giving you a precept. Solomon was crowned king in Gihon. How can they crown you king if that region, if that place is not your land? David told, what's this priest? Zadok, exactly. This is 1 Kings 1:32. And King David said, call me Zadok the priest, and Nathan the prophet, and Benaiah the son of Jehoiada. And they came. The king said unto them, take with you the servants of your Lord, and call Solomon my son to ride upon my whole mule, and bring him down to Gihon. And bring him down to Gihon. Let him ride on my whole mule, and bring him down to Gihon. And let Zadok the priest, and Nathan the prophet, anoint him there, king over Israel, and blow ye the trumpet, and say, God save King Solomon. I'm not making it up. Solomon was crowned king in Gihon. Because Gihon belongs to what? The children of Israel. The Bantu people. And it's letting you know, and remember, the whole earth is called what? Eden. And 4 rivers parted the land to beautify it, the inland to beautify it. One of the rivers is what? Gihon. So, Gihon Abi, Solomon was crowned king in Gihon. So, and Gihon is where Ethiopia is that river which compasses the whole land of where? Ethiopia. It is one of the rivers that compass the whole land of what? Ethiopia. 4 rivers, one land. The 4 rivers divide the land into 4. It's compassing the what? So now, one of the land is what? Ethiopia. So you can see the reason why I'm saying Africa. Listen very carefully. Gihon belongs to what? Israel. Right? Gihon is in where? Africa. Ethiopia is in Africa, right? Yes. Listen very carefully. I will show you that this whole earth is in Africa. I'm showing you that here. So that people don't think I'm making noise. Read. Let's continue reading.
Genesis chapter 2 verse 14.
Genesis 2 verse 14. Let's read.
And the name of the third river is Hiddekel.
And the name of the third river is what?
Hiddekel.
Hiddekel.
That is it which goeth towards the east of Assyria.
That is which goeth towards the east of Assyria. Or Ashur. You understand what I'm saying? Or Ashur. West is actually east. That's what I'm about to show us here. It's east. This is east region. So continue reading. That's why I say east. It said which goeth towards the east of Assyria. Listen, what's the next one?
And the 4th river is Euphrates.
And the 4th river is what?
Euphrates.
And the 4th river is what?
Euphrates.
And the 4th river is what? The river Euphrates. Who did the Most High give Euphrates? When you go to Genesis 15 verse 18 to 21, the Most High told Abraham, all this region will be your land. from the rivers of Egypt all the way to the great river, the river Euphrates, shall be to you and your seed after you. Who is the seed after us that the Most High gave it to? To the children of Israel. So point number 2, the river of Euphrates belongs to the children of Israel. The river of Gihon belongs to the children of Israel. So 2 rivers that divided Eden belongs to the children of Israel. So are you telling me that the remaining 2 does not belong to us?
Belong to us.
That's why you see, Great Zimbabwe, the first one where it says there's gold. The first one, Pison, is in Africa, it's in Zimbabwe. Sub-Saharan Africa belongs to the children of Israel. Are you listening to me? That is the portion of the earth that the Most High eventually gave to us. We're supposed to own the whole earth. The earth belongs to us. If that's what I'm saying, okay, go and read the book of Ezra, 2 Ezra 6. As well, let me bring it out. The whole earth actually belong to us. The whole 4 division of the whole land, the whole Pison, Hidikel, Euphrates, and what's the other one? And Gihon belongs to the children of Israel. The whole earth belongs to the children of Israel. I will show you that here. It belongs to us. The reason why the Most High gave us some out of the rest because of sin and transgression of our ancestors. Now watch this in the Apocrypha. Because of their sake, this is Ezra, is of the children of Israel. That is the same Ezra here is the same Ezra in your KJV. So the Ezra in the Apocrypha is the same Ezra, Ezra, in your KJV. The Ezra the prophet, the same Ezra. This is what is this is him talking. Ezra, remember, Ezra is a priest. He's a tribe of Levi, sons of Aaron, who were given the priesthood. Right? Alright. Now, because for their sakes I made the world. You see that, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was the decree, now is done. Then were the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. You see that? So this earth was made for our sake. What is telling you here? So it belongs to us. So 2 of the rivers I've shown you. Gihon, Solomon was cranking in Gihon. 4 rivers, right? Gihon the river compasses Ethiopia, that is E, right? Euphrates was given to Abraham and his seed after him. Abraham seed that received the promise from Abraham is what? Children of Israel, right? So the next one is Euphrates. E again, Euphrates. Gihon, Solomon was cranking. Euphrates belonged to children of Israel. The earth in 2 Ezra 6 was made for our sake. Definitely the 2 land, Pison and Hidikel, belongs to us too. The reason why we receive these 2. Remember, all these ones still belong to us, but the Most High gave us part of it for a reason, because of sin and transgression. But we own all this one. But now the Most High cut part of all this. The Most High cut chunk of all this land. Chunk of it, divide it into half. You understand what I'm saying? Divide this Pison. He divide Pison, Hidikel. He divide Pison, Hidikel, Gihon, and Euphrates. Yes, he divided it into half. Let her talk. He divided it into half and now spread it around the earth. That's what became the continent. I'll show us that. Are you listening? The Most High took a chunk out of remember, Gihon, Idike, our rivers, they are not land. He mentioned the land here. Okay, Idike is the land, Abi. So, whatever land he mentioned in these 4 rivers, though all those land belong to the children of Israel, when sin came, the Most High took a chunk out of those land. Those chunk of land became other continents and other areas of land on island you are seeing today. But the remaining parts is still in Africa. It's still in the locality where it is. It's still in the center of the earth. Listen to me carefully. You see what I'm drawing here? Center. You see here? So what the Most High left for us is what? The center part. The remaining part, the Most High give it to us, spread it out as continent. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
It's a deep lesson. Africa is at this. Akebulani is in the center of the earth. The children of Israel understand the word the equator. Once you understand the equator, where the equator crosses, you know what equator is. Equator means the equal part of the earth. That's what divides the seasons. The equal part night, equal part day. That's what changes the seasons. The equator. The equator is a straight pole that crosses the earth, and the equator is at the center of the earth. What is the earth? It's land. Go to Google and look where the equator crosses. It crosses where? South America, right? It crosses South America. What am I saying? South American. It crosses South America is where in the Pacific. No be so? Which is the body of water there. Then it crosses all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, which is where? Africa. Then it crosses all the way to what? To the Indian Ocean. Hear all these things I'm telling you. That's where the what? That is where the equator crosses. That is the center of the earth. The equator is guiding you where the original earth is. The original dimension of the earth is. Are you listening to me? So the Most High split the other part that forms the continent. South American used to be Africa. American used to be Africa. Why did they call it Indian Ocean? Indian Ocean, what is here? Madagascar. No be so? Madagascar is not the island. Madagascar is not an island. That Indian Ocean. Why did they call it Indian Ocean? What is the difference between that ocean and the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean? You see, this ocean meets, but they don't cross paths. And then you have the Antarctic Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, or the Arctic. There are 4 of them. However you want to classify their names, there are 4, but they don't cross paths, but they all meet. They all surround the earth. There are 4 just forget the names. There are 4 of the body of the waters. So now, the Most High cut out a chunk. Remember, the equator is a straight line that crosses the earth. Israel is at the center of it. The remaining part of the earth, this is the what? This is the river. All these are land. All this remaining part are land. Let me draw a more bigger circle. Because Africa is very big. This is Africa. This is Africa. All this other remaining chunk. All these chunks here are for the other people. And each of them, they divide it among themselves. All of them cut out portion. From there you have other continents. Some of them you have island. Yes. And all this region can fit in here. If you arrange them, it's even more bigger than this. All this region can fit in here. Africa. The Most High promised us one thing: will be as the sand of the sea. In Hosea chapter 1, verse 10 to 11. He told Abraham, if you can look the stars of heaven, the stars of heaven are not everywhere. He said, so will your seed be. Because the earth was given to us. And he's telling Abraham, so will your seed be. Who is those seed he's talking about? He said, why are those that receive the promise? He's not speaking about Ishmael. That's why I think your map is a hoax. Because the land given to the promised seed is very big, which is in Africa. Even upon the Most High divide the whole place into a continent, the Most High still give us a huge chunk of it. Because he knows what he will give. He knows the children he will give to us to procreate. So he prepared a big space and promised Abraham. And that's who we are today. This is where we are. We are a product of that. And so-called Nigeria is part of the land of Israel. Now, as a matter of fact, part of the kingdom of Judah, and I have records of all those things. I've taught us that before, so I'm not going back there, right? I've taught us that before, right? All right. There's a book called The Earth and Its Inhabitants. Okay, there's a book called The Earth and Its Inhabitants. So go and read that book. It's written there already. Go and look at Dahomey. I've gotten the page. It makes it very clear that Euphrates is in where? Encompasses Nigeria. It's in Nigeria. Encompasses the whole West African region. It's there. Which is east. That's why he made sure Hiddekel and he made sure Euphrates next. Because they're all in the eastern region. Because West Africa is actually East Africa. Nigeria is not West, it's East. I'm not making things up here. I have Asian map to prove that the map is upside down. To show you. I have Asian map that shows the map upside down. That shows how the map is supposed to be. The Africa is West. Africa is East. West Africa is East of Africa. It drew it the actual way it's supposed to be, and put all the region, even region that you're not seeing in the current marketer's map, because the current one they're giving us is marketer, is the cartographer marketer, because cartographers are those that draw maps. Hope you are following. Yes. S dimension on this about lesson. Let's read Genesis 2 verse my God is lesson for us to understand it. Yes, that's why I'm explaining it this way, because we may not deal with the whole precept. I wish we can, because I want to show some videos here, and I say I'll show you the nature of the firmament. I'll show us today. Before we leave this place, I'll show it to us. You understand what I'm saying?
The book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 15. And the Most High took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it.
Hold on, let me see where you have to read. Genesis 2:10 to 14.
Okay.
I know you have to read. So now we have understand that, Abi. Now let's move to the next precept. All right, let's now go to let's now go to Genesis 7:11 to 12. The same Genesis that we are, 7 from verse 11 to 12. All right, son of man, let's read. Genesis 7 verse 11. S dimension on this Samba lesson. Let's go.
In the 600th year of Noah's life.
Now, what I'm about to show us here is now how the continents were formed. All right. So what happened? I'll show us how the continents were formed. Let's read.
In the 600th year of Noah's life.
In the 600 years of Noah's life. Remember, Noah lived in this drawing. Are we following? Noah lived in all this drawing, minus this portion where Israel was giving. Noah lived in this 4 portion of the original 4 portion. Noah lived in the original 4 portion. This is where Noah lived. You see that? You see that? This is where Noah lived. Noah lived in some of the portion. Because children were born after Adam. So they spread the earth. So they live in all these 4 portions. Because remember, this 4 portion is still one. It's just a river that beautifies it. It's still one earth. So just river that beautify it. You understand what I'm saying? River and all this pool and all this stuff, that will beautify it, right? Alright, so let's read. So I want to show us how continents came about. Let's read.
In the 600th year of Noah's life.
In the 600th year of Noah's life,
in the second month.
In the second month.
The 17th day of the month.
In the 17th day of the month.
The same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up.
The same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up. When all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, what's the meaning of that? It means that there was an earthquake. Listen very carefully. This is a strong meat lesson. All the fountains of the great deep was broken up. The great deep is what? The ocean. Which is this four? Eh? This four. This one. This is the outer one. The outer land. Let me draw it again for you guys. Do you see that? Let me draw it well. Because the river, these are the rivers. They will go and empty in the sea. In all these seas. All these four seas. So the rivers, they will go and empty here. Show you right? So now the Most High break the fountains of the waters. You understand what I'm saying? Because this, remember, what's around the earth is water. And what's beneath the earth is water. Right? So this water and this water are connected. The inland water and the outland water are connected. Because the outland water, remember, I told you that water is powerful, right? What is carrying this earth is water. That's why I tell you, as solid as light as water is, yes, water is both solid and light at the same time. That's why you can fall and say that you can hold you. Because it's a spirit, it's a living thing. He still maintains his own power. You don't maintain your own power. That's why you sink when you go in. You're supposed to be able to walk on it. And see that water as a solid matter. Water can see you, water can read you as a solid matter, as a light matter. Based on what he knows the law of what you are, he knows the element of what you are, what you are made of. He's seeing you, he's seeing what you are, he knows what you have become. So once you approach him, he knows how to handle you in his word. Because he's living, he can see you. He's an angel. Revelation 16 verse 4 to 8. If you doubt me, go read it yourself. An angel. He can read you. So this water, this outland water is connected to this inland water. Because the earth is holding everything. Both the one you can see, both the one under it, they are all connected together. I hope you are following. What the highest did is that the highest commanded this one, the outland one, and commanded this is the one that he broke up. The one under this earth. Remember, these are rivers emptying here. Remember, everything is a circle. It's coming back again and it will flow again because the ice is beautifying the earth with this sea. This sea will still go and supply the river, and the river will come again. It's a circle. The Most High is designing it. It's just crossing over you. You understand what I'm saying? Good. So there's water under it, which is coming from here.
There's water under the sea.
Yes, there's water under this earth, which is coming from this sea. All these seas. So the Most High broke it up. When the Most High broke it up, what happened? There was an earthquake. So all the earth began to break. You know, once the earthquake happened, what happened? There's a cleft. There's a split. So the Most High break it in different fragments. All this land was now broken. So the water under it, which come from here, began to evaporate out. Because now the Most High want to flood all this place with water. So the outland water and the inland water under the ground, which is from here, will now flood the whole earth. Which is what covers the whole earth in its makeup. So the Most High is returning back to a previous state. That's what he's doing. Are you getting it now? And that's, I'm explaining to you where continents come from. Alright, so it's getting dark. You will not be able to see me. But maybe we'll stop here. So that we'll continue later on. I want you guys to understand it. So we'll finish with this verse. And then we'll continue with the next verse. Subsequently, you understand? Alright, let's read it. Genesis 7 verse 11, let's go. Read it again.
In the 600 year of Noah's life.
In the 600 years of Noah's life.
In the second month.
In the second month.
The 17th day of the month.
The 17th day of the month.
The same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up.
The same day were all the fountains, all of them, all the fountains of the great deep broken up. Notice say all the fountains of the great deep. That's why I tell you it's different bodies of water gathered together in one place in Genesis 1. Why is it always using plural? Because all the water meets at one point, but there are different bodies of water. As you have Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean. As they gave it all these various names. Remember, rivers is not sea. Rivers are different from seas. Don't confuse it. Sea and ocean are the same thing. Don't let it see you say ocean and sea are the same thing. Anything outside rivers is sea or ocean. Is sea. If you let them say ocean, is sea. If they like, let them say, they can give you so many. Any other one is inland. Either a bank, you understand? Either a bank, a pool. You understand what I'm saying? A bank, a pool, a stream, a basin or basin or a lake. They are all inland waters. All those ones just beautify a place. The main one is what? River and sea. Sea, period. The same day where all the fountains of the great deep, all the fountains of the great deep were broken up. You understand what I'm saying? And what? And the windows of heaven were what? Were opened. And the windows of heaven were opened. So the scripture is letting you know what the elements of the heaven come from. Why is it calling the heaven a window? It says, and the windows of what? Of heaven were opened. What's the next verse? Read verse 12. And what happened when the windows of heaven were opened?
And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 days.
And the rain was what?
Upon the earth 40 days and 40 days.
Then it says, when the windows of heaven were opened, what came out is rain. What is rain? It's not water. What did the Most High call the firmament? What did the Most High call the heaven? Firmament, right? Genesis 1 verse 8. And God called the firmament heaven. You see that? And that's this one you're looking at. Heaven, firmament. So what covers all this heaven, Abi? Firmament. Then he says, and the windows. Then he says, and the windows of what? Of heaven were opened, and there was rain upon it. That means this firmament is what? Water. That's why if you go back to the same Genesis 1, it tells you the Most High separate the what? The waters from the waters. The one that is separated, the one went downward, which the highest later gathered into one place. All of them, there were 4 elements, gathered into one place. So I can be able to reveal the air to show. Then the remaining one, where did he put it? He left it in the heaven. That's the one that went upward. Is that not so? Yes. That is the same water that formed the heaven, which is called firmament. Remember, it's just the grammar, the name. But which is what they call firmament of heaven. But what is it? What is firmament of heaven? Water. So what you are seeing here is what? Water. This water is suspending upside down. It's not dropping. Have you ever heard something that you do like this and you bend it, it's not falling? Eh? But if you shake it, it will now fall. But the way you do it like this, it will stay. When you shake it, it will fall. Have you ever said a question? If you bring a glass and you bring candle, if you bring a candle, if you bring a candle and you put candle on the ground, and then you put a container, I don't know how to do this formula for you. If heat meets with the glass, if heat meets with the glass, the transparent glass, heat meets with transparent glass, that water of the heat will gum the glass and the metal something. It will gum it together. So now you cannot open the glass with the what? With the metal something. Because the heat will hold it. What I'm trying to let you know is that water itself also has magnetic fields. That's what I'm trying to let you understand. That's why I say everything that exists in the heavens and the earth contains electromagnetic fields. Magnetic fields, both in the heavens and on the earth. That's why you see this heaven is upside. The water is upside down and it's not dropping down. Because it's a living thing. Commandment is given unto it to suspend himself in the air. Why is it that water can walk on the air? Can so float on the air? You cannot float on the water. But you see, water has the power to float on the air and hold himself there. Because the water can is still in its natural state, without sin. So he still exercising his own power given to it based on his nature. Your own power has been depreciated over time. That's why you see, water can read you and know what manner of nature you are. If you enter it, it will drown you. Because he has read your nature and he will stop you in. It's not sinning. He will stop you in. That is his commandment. But if water see a tree, a wooden, it will not drown the wood on a tree. Yes, it will suspend it. But if the tree is seen by having a leakage in it, by means of something happened, maybe something happened to it, it will drown the sea. It will drown the ship. It will sink it inside. You understand what I'm saying? If the tree is corrupted, that's what I mean by sin. If the tree is corrupted, if the tree is used against its nature, the water will drown that ship. Because anything against the law, you understand what I'm saying, has repercussion. So the tree is not sinning, but you as the user of that tree, if you use that tree against its law, this tree will drown. Water will drown that tree. It will sink. You understand what I'm saying? It will sink that ship or that boat. Are you following me? Yes. So what did the Most High do in Genesis 7? The Most High did was open the windows of heaven, and the water came down. Because heaven is what? Firmament. And in the creation in Genesis 1, the Most High separated the waters from the waters. So the water that went above is what is called heaven. So the thing they are calling heaven is actually water. This thing you are looking at here is water.
It's water.
It's what you are calling heaven. That's the roof of the house. So the roof of this earth, which is the house, which is the land, the earth is the land. The roof of the earth is what? What covers the earth is what? Water. Just as in your house, what covers your house is what? Ceiling, zinc. So the roof that covers the earth is water.
Was suspended in it.
But he's suspended in it. He's giving a commandment to hold himself there. Yes. So now when the highest wants to give life or wants to rejuvenate this, what happened? He makes it to rain down. And what happened? You receive food that you eat. Is that not so? When you're your mother's womb, what do they tell you? Our water has what? Our water has what? Are you not women? Our water has what? Has broke. Because water incubates child. Because water is life. That's why you need to drink water. That's why you see you cannot eat food without water. Don't be so. Go and try it and see. Your food that doesn't grow is not through water and heat. When heat is created, it's not water. If sun beats your skin, doesn't it create heat? What's the heat? What's the repercussion of the heat? Water. Because without water you will dry up. You can't function properly. Because water is what holds everything. 90% of your body is water. Don't be so. The nature of the heaven is water. Understand that. The nature of the heaven is water. And the earth is dry ground. I've shown you how the earth, I've shown you the drawing, right? We'll continue from this next Sabbath. The highest will. And then probably we'll end it there. Are we following? Yes. Alright. So any question for now?
I understand it.
Any question? Any question? So if there be no question, Wonders of Sunini's Creation, S Dimension, Part 1, comes to end. Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Alright. Alright, all praises.